I grew up in County Durham. My dad worked for the coal board, my fiancé worked for the coal board, 3/4 of the village worked for the coal board. So during the miners' strike we had soup kitchens where everybody was brought together. It was community, it was helpful, it was being kind to your neighbour, which is what the North East is famous for.
I can see the great collaboration. I can see the holistic support. I can see how proactive they are. That's dignity is at the center of, food provision and food insecurity. They are making everything person-centered.
So I think one of the big challenges when it comes to the Northeast is that a lot of communities have for very long been neglected. And so while there is enough food in the region to feed all of us, the systems of distribution, the wealth inequality that exists in the region makes it that so many communities and families don't have enough money to feed themselves.
In some ways, the Northeast has been subject to industrialization. And what would be really lovely would be to not be treated in an industrial way, because we don't want to eat industrial things and live in an industrial landscape. And it could be so much more.
I think the food system in the Northeast has a lot of passionate people behind it. I think that's a really good plus to it. But I do think it suffers from underfunding and under-resourcing. And there's lots of ideas that people have which can't actually be put in motion because there's no facilities to do it.
My eyes have been opened to the likes of the food bank, to the local area, finding out the need for improvements. And it all has come back to lack of funding, lack of legislation or poor legislation.
There's no point in shifting food from one side of the country and then moving it back again. It should just be sourced and processed and distributed locally.
Yeah, we would love to see a more regional approach to agriculture. I think if we could just get a bit more infrastructure in place to allow us to do that properly.
These food cultures are different across the UK. And so a regional strategy that sees the differences, that judges the point of change, that's so important. Because it really matters to people.
Politicians should be sitting down talking to real people about what the food concerns are.
We need leadership of people who are connected to the communities on the ground. I think there is a lot of solutions already in the Northeast, and so we need that leadership to pay attention to those solutions that are already here and highlight them.
One-size-fits-all approach doesn't work in most things. It certainly doesn't work in regards to the food sector, the food system, or indeed communities.
Newcastle is not, and the North East is not just poverty. It's not just food insecurity. It is also massive creativity and potential.
That sense of pride that has always existed in the Northeast is returning. People are starting to pay attention. I think one of the stories is that the resiliency of people in the region is going to show up again, trying to battle, the forces that at the moment are trying to divide us.